What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Literally just wanted to make this video to literally document how it is I was able to take one of my clients from talking absolute zero to 50K in less than 7 days. And look, I know there's lots of these videos out there. One thing about me, one thing that you guys are going to realize is I keep it simple, okay? I see a lot of people overcomplicating stuff. I just do what works for me, and I hope you guys take value from it. If not, I tried, okay? I tried. But that is one thing you guys will realize with me, and I'll stop the yapping. I'll dive into it. I'll show you guys exactly how I was able to make it happen. And yeah, very, very straightforward. So, first things first, I broke it down into simple 8 steps, okay? And the very first step is, of course, you need somebody. You need a creator. You need someone that has a skill. You need something, okay? And as you can see with the creator that I was working with, nothing crazy at all. 11K followers. A lot of people have this idea or this belief that you have to have 100,000 followers. You can, but you don't need to, okay? As you can see here, what I always say is the audience doesn't actually matter. It's who's in the audience. And she had 11K of, pretty dialed in people that wanted to see what it is she was doing, which, as you guys can tell, is trading live profits. So once we had the creator, once we had her, what we done is we moved into her audience. Okay, as you can see here, I have it as planting the seeds. Okay, and I don't mean anything crazy by that. I don't mean planting seeds or whatever the case it is. Literally, just we wanted to gauge, you can say, how interested people would be in her doing a free training, because last thing you want to do is you want to launch an offer and people don't even freaking want it, because then you're using your credibility, you're using all of that stuff when there really was no point. So in her free community, she had a Telegram, she had a school community. We just got her to post in something along the lines of this, just asking if I was to host a free training, okay? Nothing crazy, not rocket science or anything, but if I was to host a free training showing you how to go from zero to hero, who would be interested? Who would show up? And of course, we got quite a bit of engagement. This is, of course, there was more people, but this is the time of the screenshot. But anyways, aside from that, so once we knew we had enough people that were interested, all we literally done is we moved on to step 3, which is getting details, because this is sweet. You know who's interested, but here you want to have the people that are interested and actually make them leads, okay? Make them prospects. So once we knew there was people interested, all we done was we got their details, so this way we could do whatever the hell it is we wanted. We could text them, we could email them, we could call them, because they opted in now. They were basically put on a wait list. And once they were put on the wait list, we were nurturing them, because I've seen it so many times. People, they get leads, they get whatever the case it is, numbers, emails, whatever it is. They let them go. They don't keep up with them. They don't text them. They don't give them value. And all that does is it kills the urgency, kills the hype, and people start to freaking zone out. So we just kept hitting them with value, send them emails, making sure that they were engaged, making sure that they were freaking enjoying the ride. So once we had that, then was the webinar. Okay, all of this went all the way to the time of the webinar. So we were giving them value, breakdowns, making sure the urgency was high and the hype was high around the webinar. So what the webinar was, okay, very straightforward. Yeah, the way we like to break down webinars, the way the framework, you can say, that we gave our creator is literally, you got the intro, then you got the story behind you, as you know, the typical guru story, 0 to nothing. And then from 0 to nothing, you have the value, which is the breakdown, the training, and then you have the pitch. Okay, do you want to work with us? And that's all it was. As you can see here, apply to work directly. A lot of people wanted in, which was freaking sweet to see, of course. But that's all it was. I see a lot of people, they got like 200-300 slides for a webinar. I personally don't see the point. Probably works for them, which is great, but just like to keep things freaking easy and simple. So yeah, next step, once we got all the people that wanted to take a step further from the webinar, once they started applying, going through the application link that was dropped in the webinar, started zapping into the CRM. Okay, so as you can see here, they're just zapping in, nothing crazy, but yeah, just zapping into the CRM. And the whole point of this is literally for the setters to be able to have a look and be able to keep tabs on everything, because we have SOPs around no shows, people that show up. So just having the names you can say there so they can see everything, and it's just neat. Okay, so once they were zapping into the CRM, easy pickings. Okay, so we're just calling them. Okay, this don't mind this. This call was a bit longer than usual, a bit of an interesting one, but they're all pretty short because of up here. They literally they were on an hour training. They were hyped. Okay, they wanted this. So all we had here, these calls were very short for the setter, which he was happy with. But yeah, at this point, all they were freaking doing was just qualifying, making sure that they were financially there, making sure that the intent was there, and once they were, boom, bang onto the calendar. And I don't need to talk too much on this. We had some really freaking good closers for the webinar, which was good. And once you have really good closers, and your calendar is looking like this consistently, only one thing is going to happen, and that was this cash collection. Okay, we were taking anything we could get, whether it's crypto, didn't really care, bank transfers, didn't really care, didn't matter. We were just taking everything that we could freaking get, and that led to cash collection. And with the audience size, I mean, pretty impressive. 50K, and I think it was actually 5 days, so it was like 10K a day. Considering she never ran high ticket before, it was pretty freaking sweet. So yeah, just wanted to document the breakdown. Hopefully some of you guys go out and you try it. As I said, I keep it so freaking simple. I'm not here trying to make life more complicated for anyone. So go out there, try it, and yeah, I want to see what you guys think of the process. But yeah, that's all for me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.